Hi guys, good evening and welcome back. So it was so long since we get connected. So today I brought some interesting topic. So which is again the interview experience of Amazon. So one of my friend has attended Amazon interview. So he shared me all the questions and all the details which are related to the Amazon interview experience. Okay, so let us go through it. The very first thing was how we got the interview is that one of his friend has referred into the company. So through that I got the opportunity to attend the interview. Okay, so the very first round was the coding round. So there were two questions. Sorry, so there were two questions. One is from the strings. So to solve the sorry, to solve the string concepts, so basically there will be a string so which has to be taken from the user, and you have to figure out so first of all you have to figure out how many number of character occurrence, and after that so there is a twist there. So you have to sort it from the ascending order. So after sorting from the ascending order, so you have to put a condition, so whichever greater than 5 times appeared 5 times, so only you have to print those characters. So that is the requirement. So that is first thing. So second thing is was a very easy question, which is the fizz buzz problem, we call it as. So if the number is divisible by 3, you have to print the fizz. If the number is divisible by 5, you have to print the buzz. And if the number is divisible by both 3 and 5, then you have to write fizz buzz. So that's it. So you have to write a if else condition. If it is divisible by 3 and not by 5, then print fizz. If it is divisible by 5 but not 3, then buzz. If it is divisible by 5 and 3, then fizz buzz. So that's it. That's about the coding round. So he was able to solve the string problem and fizz buzz problem as well. So he got into the next round, so the second round. So basically the second round was a kind of a technical round, so which was asked a couple of questions. So let me quickly go through the questions. So the very first question was introducing yourself. So please make sure to introduce in such a way that so that the interviewer will get impressed. So you have to speak about your mm, what do we say, your background, your experiences, and what are the tech stack you have, and which organization you worked, and what are your achievements, and what all you did, and what are kind of something impressive things that you did. So that is what you have to explain. So after that so then they asked a question, explain your framework. So most of the companies and wherever you go for an interview, so definitely there will be a question to explain your framework. So you have to go through each and every folder structure of your framework, like for example SRC test Java, what all will be having, whether it could be a step definition, whether it could be test runner, and there will be a resource folder where we have to place our feature files, all the feature files which are required for that particular project. We have to keep all the folders over there. So when it comes to SRC main Java, so there will be page classes, there will be base classes, and there will be utility classes, and there will be common methods which are used for the framework. So all those things can be mentioned. So then comes the generating the reports, uh, which can be shared to the higher management, and so the basically the stakeholder to submit to the stakeholders how many test cases are passed and how many test cases are failed. So that is one thing. So then comes the very important, the art of the project is palm.xml. So to maintain all the dependencies inside the palm file, so we have to mention about the palm file. If it is a gradle project, gradle.build file, so you have to mention each and everything. So then comes like if you want to still continue to explain, so what all the base classes can have, and what all the things which will be having, whether it could be a WebDriver setup, and common methods kind of say for example if you want to perform some of the common operations, so using the inheritance we can do it, right? So that also can be possible. Then each and every classes each and every pages will be having the page classes and step definitions, as we all know, and the test runner and utilities and reports. So you can go through the each and everything, and you can start explaining it. So that can be done. So then comes what is page object model. So that was the question. So the question was like, so page object model is basically a design pattern. How do we design our framework, right? So basically each and every pages is considered as a separate class in page object model, and each and every for that each and every class there will be a web elements, there will be an action methods, and when it comes to the step definition, we are calling these methods and performing the operations, and we are performing the validations. So that is how it is to be. So if you want to still we can explain through the code as well. And okay, so how do you run the test cases parallel in Cucumber? So this is very very important. So when it comes to the test ng, or when it comes to some other framework, so it will be very easy to tell that how do we do the parallel testing. So here also same goes to the same principle applies. So in Cucumber also we can use the testng.xml file, and we can provide the test equal to parallel equal to test, and thread count we can give, and we can put the test runner class into the class name, and it start executing that particular files in the parallel. Okay, so then comes what is the contents of Cucumber. So what all the Cucumber test runner class will be having. So one is with obviously run with annotation will be there, and Cucumber options annotations will be there, and features to mention the package file for that particular features, and glue will be there that refers to the step definitions, and the plugins, say for example if you want to generate any reports and all, and dry run if you want to run it to just to check whether it is working or not. So we can make it as false, and we can run, and we can make it as true, and we can run it. So that's how it is, and there will be a class public class test runner, and inside that there won't be any implementation. That's it. So what is singleton design pattern? So singleton design pattern itself is, the name itself indicates that singleton. So basically only one instance can be created for that. So that's it. So whether it could be a class, whether it could be a WebDriver class, whether it could be anything. So basically if you define the custom class is also as a singleton, so only one object it will allow to create. So we cannot create any further object. So singleton object will be singleton classes will be used when it comes to the thread safety and other things. Say for example if I want to work with some custom class which can be accessed from the multiple threads, so in that case they will make the class a singleton class, so that other threads which is trying to modify, if the two threads are trying to modify only one thread will be active, so others will be blacked. So that is how it is. So we do use it, right? So for the WebDriver instantiation, so we do it. So to create the WebDriver instance, so we make it as singleton. So that is what it is. So and the next question was advantages and disadvantages of POM page object model. So one is the advantage. When it comes to advantages, it is code reusability and easy to maintain, and readable test scripts, so which is simple, and which is we can reuse it, and the readability will be much more simplified. So and today also using AI, it is much better to even the guy one who doesn't understand the coding also can code today, guys. So it is that much easy today. So that is the reason. So then comes the disadvantages. So if it is a large project, so thousands of test cases, test classes will be there, because if the application itself is having 1000 pages or 1000 plus pages, so obviously it will be having the 1000 plus classes. So then comes the initial setup will be much little bit time consuming. So it takes some time to analyze what are the tools and technologies, and what are the configurations we have to keep, and what are the folder structure we have to decide. So that and all will take time. So that is the reason that is also one of one of the disadvantage. So then next question was what is Selenium grid, and can you explain how what is the benefits of Selenium grid. So basically Selenium grid is used to run the test cases in a parallel mode. Say for example I want to run my test cases all across multiple systems and parallel mode. So in that case the Selenium grid comes into the picture. So it will be, there will be a hub and there will be a nodes, so we have to connect it through the common network. So then if you start executing our test cases, it will be executing all across our nodes. So that is what the benefit it is. So and also we can decide what kind of a configuration it is, and whenever we are running the test cases on AWS while creating the EC2 instances itself, we can decide what kind of a configuration that system should have. So whether it should be Docker installed, whether it should be all the the Selenium hub and node will be installed and all. So choosing that kind of a system and start executing it from our local system, so that will make it easier. So to run, even if you have thousands of test cases, it will be spread across the system and parallel, and all will be done in the minimal time. So that's how it is, guys. So then comes explain the Maven cycle. So there are Maven status, right? So validate, compile, test, package, verify, and install and deploy. So these are the life cycle of the Maven. So our for when it comes to the testing, so the test is the MVN test is the command which will be used to test the test script, right? So that is what it is. Okay, so then comes how do you generate reports. So as you all know, like we can use HTML reports, and we can generate the PDF files also as a report, and we can today in this era, like we can design some beautiful results which can show the graphical representation of the test cases, how many test case passed, how many test case failed, and how many test case skipped. So all those things can be beautifully designed, and we can present it to the stakeholders. So that is what it is. So we can do that using the extent reports or Aventel reports, or many other types of reports are there. So using that we can do that, so there is no issue with that. Okay, so then comes there are some couple of coding questions, like write a code snippet for the explicit wait. So first of all, we have to create an object of WebDriver wait. WebDriver wait is equal to new WebDriver wait, inside that driver comma duration dot of seconds. So then using that reference, we have to put the condition wait dot until some of the expected condition, like visibility of the element. Sorry. So using that we can do that. If that visible, then we can do the click operation. So basically that wait dot until of expected condition will return the web element. So using that web element we can perform the actions. So then comes drag and drop also, they were asked. So using the action classes we can do the drag and drop. We have to create an object of action class. Action class will be expecting the driver as a parameter, and using that variable, there is a direct method available, drag and drop, and which expects the target and the source and the destination. So then we can perform it. So then comes the switch between the browsers. So this is very very important. So when we are working with multiple windows and multiple browsers or whatever it is, so we have to, like first of all we have to get the driver element. So driver dot get window handles. So that will provide the set of window IDs. So we have to loop it, and then we have to perform the operations on that particular window. Say for example I don't want to work on that parent window, so we have to put the condition, then we have to move on to the next window. Or else, like we can move on by titles as well. Say for example if it is opened some 3-4 browsers sorry, if it is opened some 3-4 browsers, so in that case parent window ID will not work, right? So obviously if the one is parent, so the remaining 3 will be there, so which one to switch? So in that case the title of the web page will work. So in that case we can switch only where exactly the title is going to match. We can switch it, and we can perform the operations, and we can do that. So still a few of the questions are there, guys, so I'll cover it in the next video. Till then, like if you like my content, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, thank you so very much for watching.